Hello everyone, and welcome to my YNR Homies channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless Week of March update. Sally demands Billy's confession, Phyllis discovers secret. The Young and the Restless teasers for the week of March 24th to 28th state that Sally Spectra will seek Billy Abbott's confession after Phyllis Summers discovers a secret. Victor Newman will also make an announcement, so this is what YNR fans should expect. First, Victor will inform Michael Baldwin on his past with Aristotle Dumas, which included some business rivalry. Aristotle and Victor used to compete for firms, therefore Victor is concerned about whatever objective Aristotle may have now. Victor will detect trouble and devise a trap to pull Aristotle out into the open. Victor's strategy will include Lily Winters and Devin Winters, but if Devin discovers what is going on, he may not want to be involved. Although Victor is usually a few moves ahead of the game, it appears that Aristotle will acquire an advantage for a while. Aristotle will contact Billy via phone, therefore he could also be the person Billy spoke with in Paris. Whatever the case, Sally will be intrigued when she sees Aristotle Dumas' name as the caller. It should ultimately raise some questions for Billy to dodge. Phyllis will lose control of her emotions during a heated discussion with Nick and Summer Newman, but they will not give up on healing her. It will help a little if Phyllis begins to process her trauma and clears the air with Sharon Newman. Even yet, Phyllis will feel compelled to hide from her family in the park later. Billy will want to assist Phyllis, but it appears that she will decide that employment is the best option for her right now. After Billy exposes his hidden Aristotle plot, Phyllis has the opportunity to weigh in and provide some counsel. Sally, on the other hand, may perceive that she is being kept in the dark. Perhaps Sally would remind Billy that he claimed he didn't want secrets between them and force him to confess to her as well. When Sally learns about all of the Aristotle drama, she will realize Billy lied about giving up his revenge goal. Billy still wants the Newmans to pay, and it appears Sally will press him to accept it. While Jack Abbott and Nikki Newman find a reason to fight, Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman will defy the rules and do something bold together. Later, Victor will make an announcement that will astonish his loved ones. Will this tie in with Victor's trap for Aristotle or another plot he has in the works? Adam Newman will playfully dispute with Chelsea Lawson about his favorite chips while they enjoy some home bliss. Sharon will give Tracy Abbott some insights at the cafe that will assist her figure out Alan Laurent alias Martin Laurent. Tracy will grieve over Alan's dishonesty, therefore it appears that she will believe that he is actually Martin and was running the entire kidnapping operation at Havenhurst. When Tracy tells Jack the news, he will make some troubling predictions about what Alan will do next and attempt to keep his sister safe. Of course, if Alan meets up with Ashley Abbott in Paris, another sister may be in peril, so keep that in mind. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, the week of March 24th to 28th will be filled with shocking developments, so stay tuned to the CBS soap. CDL is the place to go for the most recent Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, so check back frequently for new information. Diane Stantz gets roped into Kyle's romantic mess? According to teasers from The Young and the Restless, Diane Jenkins Abbott is passionately protective of her loved ones. Kyle Abbott is her only son, and she worked hard to show him she had changed. With Summer Newman preparing to ramp up her reunion attempts, may Diane become involved? Which woman would Diane prefer Kyle to be with? Continue reading and let's discuss what could happen next in this scenario. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get the latest news about The Young and the Restless delivered directly to your email. Website. Enter your email address to subscribe. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. Diane Jenkins Abbott's reformation. Fans have witnessed Diane return from the dead and try to earn her way back into her loved one's life. Diane's primary priority was her son Kyle. Diane gradually acquired the love and trust of both Kyle and Jack Abbott. Diane is a devoted mother who zealously protects Kyle. However, she has a tendency to overstep and forget that Kyle is an adult. Claire Grace Newman's romance. Kyle and Summer recently got divorced. Eventually, the Abbott heir began dating Claire Grace Newman. The two appear to have linked and bonded. Claire is a little naive because this is her first serious relationship, but she's growing and maturing. The rehabilitated villain is also learning to develop a backbone, something she had forgotten since the Jordan chapter. Summer Newman's reunion mission. Summer recently interrupted one of Claire and Kyle's dates. The young woman claimed there was an emergency and that she needed to discuss Harrison Abbott. Of course, there was no actual emergency, and she made up a crazy scenario about 7-year-olds discussing about police matters. Claire moved aside at the time, but her tone and body language indicated that Summer was taking things too far. The girlfriend even questioned whether it was genuinely an emergency, but Summer claimed that it was. Summer appears to be stepping up her efforts to reconcile with Kyle. The Abbott guy has set boundaries with his ex-wife. Summer, on the other hand, is extremely determined and may be a schemer, similar to her mother, Phyllis Summers. Fierce warning. According to the Young and the Restless teasers, Diane may observe Summer attempting to re-enter Kyle's life. Diane has never had any big issues with Summer being Kyle's companion, but she knows her son is happy right now. So Diane might intervene and advise Summer to back off. Summer, on the other hand, is unlikely to ease up. Summer does not hurl herself at men, but she has a way of bringing them near. So, how far will Summer go for her lover, and will Diane go too far to protect her son? Share your opinions in the comments area below. Remember to keep watching CBS or Paramount Plus to see what happens next. Could Fairview be Phyllis's next destination? The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates. If Phyllis Summers' mental state deteriorates and immediate care is required, she may be admitted to Fairview or another similar facility. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get the latest news about The Young and the Restless delivered directly to your email. Subscribe to the website using your email address. We use your personal information for interest-based advertising, as described in our privacy notice. The strain from Alan Laurent, also known as Martin Laurent, and his manipulative game is plainly taking its toll on Phyllis. How far will she fall? Martin conducted a twisted psychological experiment with Sharon and Phyllis. Martin put Phyllis and Sharon Newman to his own twisted kind of treatment by locking them in an abandoned psychiatric institution, but this strategy clearly backfired on Phyllis. Sharon and Phyllis's relationship has mended, but Phyllis is struggling on a deeper, personal level. Fans of YNR have noticed that Phyllis's unexpected behavior is concerning Summer Newman, and Billy Abbott has also seen that Phyllis is not her regular self. Billy will help Phyllis hide her worries from Summer and Daniel Romalotti Jr. throughout the week of March 24th to 28th. Phyllis will turn to Billy for aid, but does she need more than he can provide? Could Phyllis's trauma be so severe that she need inpatient psychiatric treatment? If Phyllis's trauma persists, she may end up in Fairview or another psychiatric facility. If she has a mental breakdown, she may be admitted to Memorial's psychiatric ward, where she will receive the specialist treatment she requires to recover. Sharon might even persuade Phyllis that taking such a huge move is critical to her well-being. This could enhance Phyllis and Sharon's friendship, cementing their newfound understanding gained during their captivity. Billy had supported Chelsea Lawson during her mental health issues, and he is now willing to do the same for Phyllis. Billy literally rescued Chelsea's life by preventing her from jumping over a roof to her death. He would also do the same for Phyllis. He'd do the same for Phyllis if he saw her in distress, because he can recognize the indications of a friend in danger. Phyllis will need the support of her family and friends as she works to reclaim her former self. Billy is likely to express his hopeful predictions for Phyllis's ability to overcome this problem, but doing so will require major effort and, potentially, professional support. Future spoilers hint that Phyllis may endure some difficult times, so we will keep you updated on any developments involving her mental health. Make sure to keep up on everything going on with Y&R right now. Check back often for The Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates.